Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, a holiday travel season is almost here, and with a little planning and organization, it doesn't have to be difficult. So here with 6 simple steps to stress-free travel, we welcome to AM Northwest psychologist Goalie Sadie. Good to see you again.
Wonderful to be back.
Let's talk about this. You travel a lot, so
I do,
you know this firsthand.
I do.
But the first thing it seems like you have to do is get your wardrobe together.
Absolutely. Well, you know, travel is going to be stressful for a number of reasons, but one is, you know, you have to take layers off, getting through security. A lot of times there'll be a draft on the airplane.
Oh, it's always chilly on the airplane.
It's really cold, but you also have layers, and then you're going through security, and now you have layers hanging off. Where you put it, things are falling apart. You're taking your shoes off. You might have to run to get to a connection.
Right.
You really want to make sure you're very strategic about what you're wearing. You know, the layers that come off, do you have a bag that you can tuck it into so that you're not really hanging off with, you know, your food bag and your sweater and this, that, and the other. You want to streamline it as much as you can.
So when it comes to colors, do you, like for me, I always pick like one color and go with it so that it's interchangeable.
Yeah, I would do neutrals, blacks, grays, maybe avoid the white in case of, you know, there's a little bit of turbulence and you don't want your Coke or your coffee spilling all over you. That can be an easy way for wiping stuff off as well.
Okay, and then you say check your bags.
Yeah, you know, a lot of us don't want to pay the extra $25 to $30, and I get it because things are becoming more and more expensive, but that is such a stressor when you're standing in line, you don't know which zone you're boarding in, right, in terms of am I going to be able to get it in the overhead carriage or not. Also, if you have a layover, you basically have a ball and chain now that you're taking with you all across the airport. I've had times in Chicago O'Hare where I've had to walk for just 30 minutes, and if you have, you know, 30 pounds that you're carrying with you, it's pretty exhausting.
Yeah, so you suggest checking, huh?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, bring snacks and an empty water bottle. Yeah,
well, airport food, as we know, is not always the best. Can be a lot of salt, a lot of fats. We may not feel so great afterwards eating them, so I really recommend bringing your own snacks, an empty bottle to put your water into, and that's, I think, a really great way of keeping up your energy, feeling a lot better. You're not reliant on airplane food because sometimes there are food
there
allergies.
Is no airplane food, is there?
Well, exactly. There really isn't anymore.
No. Yeah, I would say bring your own food for sure.
Yeah, and as we know, they mark it up so much as well. I mean, a small bag of nuts that you could get from the store, you know, is quadruple the price, and you really don't want to have to deal with that stressor as well.
No, I hear you there. You talk about being sure to bring reading material or other entertainment.
Exactly. You really don't know. Again, today we have a lot of times there's a delay, or, you know, I was once at a terminal and basically they didn't have a crew, or they were waiting for the glue to dry on the airplane. So I've had all these weird things happen, and so you're just sitting and you're waiting, and you don't want your phone battery to be dying or to just be on your electronic device. So having a book or a puzzle or something else of your own, many times you may rely on the in-flight entertainment and your headset is broken. Yours is the one screen that doesn't work for a 5-hour flight. So you really don't want to have to rely on the Sky Mall or other things to sort of keep you entertained.
And I would add to that, making sure you have portable chargers.
Exactly.
Because there's nothing like your battery is dying and everyone's plugged in somewhere.
Exactly.
You know, and they're sitting on the floor plugged in. Leave your valuables at home. I agree with this totally.
Yeah, well, a lot of times we think we can't get away from our laptop. And as a psychologist, I tell people, you know, go tech free. Try to not use your phone or your computer if you don't have to.
Oh, that would be difficult.
It's tough, but if you're supposed to be on vacation mode, you really want to be able to put that away. And a lot of times our phones can do that job for us. But one of the worst things is if you're in, you know, the security line and you're watching your bags go ahead of you, and you're still standing in line waiting to either go through the scanner or get your pat down or whatever it is, you don't want to have that anxiety of what if somebody takes my bag, what if something goes missing. So it's a lot easier to just leave that stuff at home.
Okay, I never take my wedding ring when I go on long distance because I'm always worried I'm going to leave it on a counter in some, you know, hotel bathroom or give the impression that I've got a lot of money because that's not true. But do you take your wedding ring with you?
I sometimes do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll just have my band, but that's absolutely a very important point as well.
Yeah, just a thought. You also say to spoil yourself.
Yeah, you know, we don't travel that often. And so I'll be honest, I usually buy my People magazine, right? I like my celebrity gossip. I don't buy it at other times, or certain snacks or foods or things like that to make it a treat. It's a way of rewarding yourself for going through something that can oftentimes be really difficult and challenging. Yeah,
buy the magazines and then leave them for somebody else the next time. That's what I do too. Yeah, or bring your book and leave it for somebody else.
Exactly, that's fantastic.
All good tips.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much. We'll put them on our website at KATU.com.